Hey everybody, it's your Sam and I'm here with another video. Today I'm going to do the Telling My Tattoo Stories tag. Long time coming. I was kind of sort of tagged by Lauren with the Writing Sisters. Their channel is going to be down below. And Jenna the Soul Writer actually made this tag. So that will be linked down below as well. Now, let's get to it. The first question on Telling My Tattoo Stories tag is, how old were you when you got your first versus your most recent ink? How different is that person? The first tattoo I got was 11 years ago. It was at a tattoo convention kind of thing in Lenore. And it was very nerve-wracking because there were so many people around. I was there with a group of friends and we were all trying to get like a small tattoo kind of thing. And I finally found a guy that I somewhat liked and I got my first tattoo. I'll show it somewhere up here on screen. It's faded now a little bit. The yellow is no longer yellow, but everything else is kind of okay. The most recent ink I received was in July of last year. And I think it was this one up here, which is the unicorn. And I'll show that up here on the screen as well. Since I had worked with Angela about 3 times before, I was really calm with her and I really liked her. We vibe. So yeah, that's how different that experience was from the most recent experience. Question number 2. Tattoo tour with minimal storytelling. Save those for later questions. So over here on the screen, I'm going to show you my tattoos. The first tattoo I received is the wolf with the butterfly wing, and that is in honor of my grandparents. Second tattoo is the books and the dragon coming out of them. I'm a fantasy writer, so I got fantasy things on my tattoos. Second is the inkwell and the quill with the flowers. And the flowers represent grandmothers and mom. And then, of course, the inkwell and the quill represent my writing. The unicorn with the gladiolas, again, flowers represent a grandmother. And the unicorn, fantasy. I've always liked unicorns. I'm eventually going to have unicorns in my work. 3, are there any tattoos you would change or do differently? Not really. I don't have any regrets. 4, which one physically hurt the most? Emotionally, spiritually, mentally? I would say that the quill, which is right here, is in the bend of my elbow. I have tendonitis here and arthritis. That quill kind of hurt a bit. And I guess because it is kind of on the bone a little bit, it made everything kind of flame up and I was in more pain than what you normally are with a tattoo. Emotionally, spiritually, and mentally, I was very happy to finally get these tattoos on my arm and even the one on my leg. It kind of gave me a boost because I was finally doing something that I wanted to do. Number 5, do you believe tattoos have the power to heal? Yes. If you allow them to heal you, yes, they do. Just like any piece of artwork that is created, it's healing if you allow it. 6, which tattoo story is your favorite to tell? Tell it and why. I don't really think that there is a tattoo story. I've wanted tattoos my whole life. I've been saving like pictures off of Pinterest and off of other people that I've seen that have tattoos kind of thing and getting inspiration from there. My thing was trying to find a tattoo artist that would do vivid color and do vivid color well. My friend Marcy found this tattoo artist and she recommended her to me, and that's where Angela came in. So Angela did my favorite tattoos, and that's the story. 7. Which tattoo means more to you than you thought it would years later? Since these are not very old, I'm going to go with the one that's on my leg that's 11 years old. It doesn't mean as much to me now that I have these, because the butterfly wings and the wolf, the butterfly wings is Mamaw, the wolf is Papaw. Very family oriented, pack oriented, and changing. They supported my changing. They supported my growth. And that's the reason why it's kind of like the butterfly and the wolf. On a more surface level kind of thing, Mamaw loved flowers, and a lot of her flowers that she planted were for butterflies. And Papaw, being the person that he is, he's kind of like a omega wolf. He supports everybody. He could do just about anything, but he wasn't the loud of the pack. So there in and of itself, since they've passed, it still means a lot to me, because it was basically them, somewhere on my body. Yeah, since I've got the flowers now, it's mostly for Papaw now, and that's kind of changed. I don't believe he saw it. So I don't know how he felt about it. He probably just would have looked at it and kind of shrugged it off, because he knew I was going to do whatever I wanted to do anyway. 8. What story do you hope to communicate about yourself through the collage of your tattoos? Fantasy writer. That's it. Fantasy lover kind of thing too, because this arm is going to be Studio Ghibli once finances get, in a row. 9. Do you have a tattoo you long to get next? Yeah. I want the Ghibli tattoo. That's one of my big things. But I also want gemstones kind of acting like a book holder, and there being a book on there. And I kind of want some scribbles on the pages, but I also want this kind of smoke coming up out of the books, a lot like we have this right here. And I want one of my beasts that I have created as the creature that's coming out of the books that time, instead of just a dragon, so to speak. If I go off one of the beasts that I have written now, it would probably be the Cockit, which is in I'm No Hero. It's kind of a phoenix mixed with a basilisk mixed with a sentient bird. 10. Which artist do you admire in the ink world, if any? Angela, period. There's another one that I can't ever think the name of, because they are way too expensive and way too out of my price range, and probably never going to happen. And Angela, honestly, is amazing, and she continuously learns and continuously tries to improve her work, even though I don't envision there being any kind of improvement to her work. So yeah, Angela's it. If you could tell one person why not to get a tattoo, what would your advice be? It's difficult to imagine me telling somebody not to do something. 12. Why do you think so many authors and writers have tattoos, even though they paint with ink through words? It's just a physical representation of what we do. And it raises questions. I mean, what is the best seller of your work than you? And this right here garners questions as to why I have books there and a quill on my arm. And I can tell them that I'm a fantasy writer. I'm marketing my books through my tattoos, I guess. Plus, people can see who you are and kind of what you're made of. As far as who to tag on this, I'm not sure who I want to tag, because I'm not sure exactly who has tattoos and who doesn't. It's kind of difficult to see a person who has tattoos unless it's on the arms, and not everybody's tattoos are on the arms and visible. So yeah, if you have a tattoo and you're watching this, do the tag. Thank you for watching. I hope this was kind of entertaining and you learned a little bit more about me. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that bell to get notified when I upload videos. I upload videos every Sunday and Thursday, and I go live every Thursday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern. There is going to be episodes of Breaking the Block live on Sundays, so make sure to stick around for those, where we talk about our agonizing moments in writing. And we try to help each other out. It's a lot of fun and it's very informative. If you like this video, make sure to give a thumbs up. And if you have a tattoo story that you want to share with me, feel free to in the comments. It would make me so happy to learn more about you. Be kind to one another out there. Be kind to yourself. Keep writing. Keep being creative. And I will see you next time.